2017 will be a tough year to top in terms of game releases, but 2018 is already looking promising, judging by the games available in January. Let's take a look at the 10 games you should watch out for next month and why. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. Square Enix's Dissidia Final Fantasy series has always been very interesting to follow. After all, on paper, a crossover fighting game between Final Fantasy characters should be awesome, right? Dissidia takes a more nuanced approach though, and Dissidia Final Fantasy NT is perhaps the most significant addition to the series yet. Ported over from arcades, Dissidia NT focuses on 3 vs 3 battles with characters split into 4 classes: vanguards for attacking, assassins for their agility, marksmen for range, and specialists with unique traits. There's the new bravery system for attacking, switching between characters during combat, and a revamped story mode which introduces more story information as battles take place. With over 28 characters, including series greats like Sephiroth, Cloud, Squall, and whatnot, along with a number of summons, there's a lot of variety to enjoy. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT releases on January 30th, 2018 for PS4. Kirby Battle Royale. Kirby hasn't exactly been top tier in many gamers' hearts after Kirby's epic yarn. That being said, Kirby Planet Robobot sold moderately well and received positive critical acclaim. So when you look at Kirby Battle Royale and its premise of battling a bunch of other Kirbys in arena combat from a top-down perspective, it feels weird. There's a campaign, co-op, multiplayer, and much more. However, it's been released for Europe already and reviews have been less than positive. Kirby Battle Royale arrives on January 19th, 2018 for the Nintendo 3DS, so it's worth checking gameplay footage before putting down your cash. Lost Sphere. The next RPG from the studio behind I Am Setsuna, Lost Sphere combines an evolution of the active time-based system with a mystical new world. The result is a smaller but more personal experience. The story follows a man who faces a power that could tear reality apart. Using memory, quote-unquote, the man must restore lost parts of the world. As you'd expect, there are allies to meet, items to gain, and equipment to use as you level up en route to saving the world. Lost Sphere will release on January 23rd, 2018. The Inpatient. Originally scheduled to launch in November 2017, Supermassive Games' The Inpatient was delayed to January 23, 2018 in North America and January 24, 2018 in Europe. Developed for the PS4 and PlayStation VR, The Inpatient acts as a prequel to Until Dawn, the narrative-focused horror-adventure game. Players will head to Blackwood Sanatorium 60 years prior to Until Dawn and play as an amnesiac trying to recover their memories. Along with NPCs reacting to voice recognition, The Inpatient's overall story will be influenced by the decisions you make. Dragon Ball FighterZ. Developed seemingly in response to Capcom's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Dragon Ball FighterZ has it all. There's 3v3 fast-paced combat, and the mechanics resemble that seen in Arc System Works' Guilty Gear. Dragon Ball fans don't have to worry though. You can still rush your foes, teleport and smash them against the floor, and power up to different Super Saiyan forms. We know that Goku, Trunks, Vegeta, Goku Black, and many other heroes will be making an appearance, and players can expect a robust story mode divided into 3 arcs. Dragon Ball FighterZ is out on January 16, 2018 for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Full Metal Furies. Remember Rogue Legacy? If you haven't played Rogue Legacy, it's an amazing Metroidvania roguelite where each new life sees you playing as a descendant navigating a crazy castle. Its developer, Cellar Door Games, has been out of the spotlight since its release, but that's because it was prepping something bigger in Full Metal Furies. Touted as the first true co-op action RPG experience, Full Metal Furies offers 4 different characters: Alex the Fighter, Meg the Sniper, Triss the Tank, and Aaron the Engineer, each with their own abilities and skills. You can play with friends or go it solo, choosing 2 characters and switching between them at will. The sheer range of abilities allows for lots of customization, and you'll engage in boss battles with a number of phases. That's not counting the massive world broken up into stages filled with secrets, enemies, and the odd hidden dimension. Full Metal Furies is out on January 17, 2018 for Xbox One, Windows 10 PC, and Steam. Iconoclast. In development for 7 years by Joachim Sandberg, Iconoclast is a nostalgic action platformer full of personality and amazingly detailed locations. It follows the mechanic Robin as she attempts to fix the world and try to understand her role in it as catastrophe strikes. Iconoclast will feature over 20 boss battles, 10 locations, numerous difficulty settings, and a gorgeous art style that simply speaks to the retro enthusiasts in all of us. It arrives for PC on January 23, 2018. Monster Hunter World. The biggest Monster Hunter game till date will be headed to Xbox One and PS4 on January 16, 2018 with Monster Hunter World. Billed as a huge, sprawling open world with support for online play, Monster Hunter World features ecosystems full of monsters that interact with each other, new movement abilities like the grappling hook, various weapon types, and so on. Players can join squads and meet at common hubs, or you can go it solo and participate in high-ranking hunts that way. Monster Hunter World releases next month for consoles, but PC players will have to wait till later in 2018. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Capcom has been attempting to make up for the sins of Street Fighter V's launch with new updates, new stages, new characters, and much more. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition is probably the game we should have had at first, with a new user interface, new V-triggers that can be selected beforehand, arcade mode with 6 different modes that represent every major Street Fighter release till now, with some 200 endings, and much more. The roster from the base game, along with Season 1 and 2 of DLC, combine for a roster of 28 characters. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition is out on January 16, 2018 for PS4 and PC. Batman: The Enemy Within, Episode 4, What Ails You? The second season of Telltale Games' Batman continues to roll on, with Episode 4 of The Enemy Within being What Ails You, arriving in January 2018. Thus far, we've seen Batman run into the Riddler, go face-to-face with the agency's Amanda Waller, eventually fighting against Bane, and having to deal with a mysterious new group called the Pact. There's plenty of intrigue as old villains appear, a new villain named John Doe takes center stage, and you'll have to make tough decisions in order to succeed. Those who haven't played the first game will be able to engage in investigation sequences, and it's possible to approach certain decisions by either playing as Batman or Bruce Wayne. Crowd play also makes a return, thus allowing a streamer's audience to determine how the story goes. Batman: The Enemy Within Episode 4 will be out on January 2018 for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. That'll be it for this video. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.